Howdy friends, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors, and I wanted to do a quick tutorial today. I want to make these 3 tags, plus I have a little booklet that I wanted to make. What I wanted to do was showcase some of the items in my shop and how we use them, or how I use them, and I was watching Heather at Ruby and Pearl, and she did a beautiful tutorial on tags with pockets, and the pockets were made with French lace ribbon, and it was just beautiful. I was really inspired. I didn't have any of the beautiful lace, French lace, and so I thought, well, I'm just going to use what I have. And that's one of the great things I think about our junk journal community, is that we can take somebody's idea and make it our own, and that's what I tried to do here. And I would encourage you to go and watch her tutorial. She does a great job. I try to be very respectful of your time. I try to get a lot of things prepared early, so we just do the tutorial quickly. And with that said, I guess we'll get started. The first tag I wanted to show was this little tag that I made. It was just some lace, and I had the idea of attaching the sides with a ribbon crimp. And so I sell these in my shop. They're rusted. And so what I did was I glued on part of the tag, but I left this part open, and I kind of let it give it some extra room. So, you know, the ribbon crimp, the material doesn't have to go all the way to the edge. It can come over just a little bit and you still catch it. So I'll explain that when we're making one. But I just added this pearl ribbon, and that was that. Then on the side of the ribbon crimp, the beauty of them is they have a little area where you can add things to them. I use these on the side of my signature covers, and a lot of times I'll add junk jewelry, or crystals or something, but it's a very easy way to add things. I had jingle bells at Christmas, rusted jingle bells. So I put some sari silk through there, and then I thought you could just, you know, tie a bow, or, you know, you could just have it through the little hole, and, you know, like a tag topper. So that was my first tag that I made. And then the next one I made was this little tag using just some ribbon I got at Hobby Lobby. And then again, I left the top open. I let the material dictate where I put the ribbon crimps. So on this one, I kind of put it along this side. After I crimped them down, I added the rhinestones, and then on this one, I don't really feel like you need anything else, but I did add a little bulb pin on the side, so you could, just to show you that you could add something. And then this is just an example of a tag that would fit in there, and there we go. So but again, I left a little wiggle room at the top so you could add the tag pretty easily. Okay, so that was the second tag that I made. And then the third tag, I've been late to the Taperology bandwagon, so I finally got some. And what I did was I just took, I believe it's a piece of muslin fabric, and I cut it down. I wanted to mention, when I tear material or cut ribbon, I like to add fray check to the edge. It just keeps it from raveling too much more, and it kind of strengthens it a little bit. So what I'll show you, what I'm saying is, I added the fray check to this ribbon so it wouldn't continue to ravel. I need to trim just a little bit, but I wanted to say, if you have that fray check on there, it strengthens that material so it's easier to cut and trim up. So that's a second little bonus for the fray check. It kind of stiffens the fabric. So again, I just glued the sides. I left the top kind of open so we have a little extra wiggle room. And then you could put your tag in there. Oh, this was a Taperology rub-on, if I didn't say that. And then I added a little bulb pin. And then these are the faux typewriter keys that I sell in my Etsy shop. And that's that ribbon tag. So we're gonna recreate these 3 tags today, and then we're going to do a couple of other things. I made a little booklet that I wanted to share with you, and we're gonna make these 3 tags. So let's see if I can get in frame here. And I glued the ribbon before we started because I just wanted to save time. So what we're going to do now is just glue the bottom here, and I'm going to glue up the sides just a little bit. On this one, I did glue on up to the ribbon, and I'll tell you why. When you add the ribbon crimp, sometimes it's a little difficult to get the ribbon crimp on there if this fabric, you know, kind of flies up. So I'm just going to glue this down. And then, like I say, I'm going to squidge it over just a little bit so we have some extra room there on the top. I'm not going to make it flat, and then I'm going to make this side neat. And we'll just glue that down. And it's going to act up here on TV, and I may have to trim this side a little bit, but I still have some room. And then we'll put our, so that's that one glued down. Okay. Then I'm going to glue on this one. I'm going to glue this one. I'm going to glue just right along this bottom edge here. And I think it'll be easier to glue the fabric. Then I know exactly where I'm getting it. And then we'll do just a little bit on those edges. So it's all right. And then, oh, let's go up the sides just a little bit. So that way it will be easier to crimp the ribbon crimp on there. Okay, and then I'm just going to place this on there. And again, I leave just a little bit of room. It's not, you know, it's not tight flush, but that's that one glued on there. And then this one, let me go on and add this rub-on before I glue it down. I told in one of my other videos, I mentioned about using a old Cricut mat, and I cut it down. I cannibalized it is what I called it. And like using, because it's a little sticky, you can place things on there and they'll stay. I was at the Dollar Tree just the other day, and I was looking in their craft selection, and they had small little these Cricut mats. It's not the Cricut brand, but it was a small little mat. But for $1, you know, or $1.25, it would be a great deal. So I recommend that. Go to the Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do is show you is I'm just going to put my fabric on there and just kind of press it down. And then this is one of the Taperology rub-ons. And I'm just going to take that backing off. And then I'm just going to position it. I'm going to kind of face it towards me so I can see maybe kind of where the center is. And then I'm just going to push it down. And then they come with the little craft stick or the little popsicle stick, and you just burnish them on there. And I kind of wanted to collage several, but I didn't know if you could collage over the rub-on, so I only did one. So I was kind of chicken to try. See there, I'm not doing a good job of trying to... next time I would trim this better because I didn't realize the white is going to be there. But there, it just comes off. And now it's on your fabric. Okay, so there we have that one. And then we're going to glue that onto our fabric. And this one, let's see, we'll just glue. I'll glue kind of along there. On this one, I'm going to take off some of that excess glue because I don't want it to show through on the fabric. So I'm just going to kind of take a little bit of that excess off. And so hopefully we don't have a big glob on there for to show through. And so let's see, let's put this back down. Let's get our fabric on there. And then again, I don't push it, I kind of push it over, I don't push it flat. So there we have that. Okay. And then, so let's go back to our first ribbon. When I add the ribbon crimps, this is what they look like. And excuse my dirty finger, I've been working this morning, or crafting this morning. I like to add a little glossy accents on the inside, especially on paper, because sometimes it just doesn't grab the paper as well as I would like. So I added some glossy accents in there, and we're going to place it where I want it here on the, try and get that ribbon under there, and then come down just a tag. Okay, then I'm going to hold it. I'm going to get my needle nose pliers, and I'm going to crimp so it has that on there. And now I think on this side I'm going to trim a little bit of this off because it looks like, you know, I have more than we need, and I didn't get that at the bottom even, so I'm just going to pull that up and re-glue it. I want you to see that not everything is perfect there, you know, but you can fix it. Fix it, as we say in Texas, fix it. We fix a lot of stuff. Okay, so there, that's better there at the bottom. You could always add a trim, and in fact I probably would add some lace there at the bottom just to make it look a little nicer. And now I'm just going to trim off these excess ribbon. Okay, and then we're going to add our glue to the ribbon crimp. Oops, I'm not in frame. I'm sorry, this camera's up kind of high. There we go. And so we'll add it on this side. And trying to get it just so. I'm going to get it kind of equal with that one across the way. And then all we do is just clamp it down. These pliers, I think they're magnetized and they pull the materials off. So see, we have a little bit of extra there. So we can add a tag. And I lost my tag. Here it is. Let's see if we can add that in there. Yeah. So we have a pocket. So there's one tag. That one's made. Then this was the one where we did the ribbon crimps on the side. It's going to go a lot faster when we get all this done. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We had a great weekend. Going down to see my son tomorrow. He's at A&M. So we're looking forward to that. Valentine's, I hope everybody's going to have a great Valentine's Day. And my birthday is later in the week, so I'll be just doing a little celebrating on that. And they don't mean as much as you get older. So I'm gonna trim that little bit off because it's not cooperating. And then let's see if I can get that on there. Oh, it needs to be down. This one was down. I need to even it up. So let's move it down just a little. And then okay, and so there again, the top is not glued down. We have our ribbon crimps, and that one is good to go. Now this one, we have our tag, and it's we've got it glued on there. We're going to add the ribbon crimps. I'm going to add them up here. I'm going to, kind of make sure that I've got a little wiggle room. And when I glue it down, I'm going to kind of push that over to the side so we have a little excess. And then, once again, I forget to get up here in the camera and show you what I'm doing. Like I say, I'm going to squish that over just a little bit, and then I'm going to put my crimp on, and then I'm going to hold it, and then crimp it. So these are really pretty easy. They go really pretty fast. Okay, so now we're going to do this side. Again, I'm going to add a little, I add glossy accents in here. It's just, I know it's a strong glue, and that's what I use. And like I say, I'm going to push this over just a little bit so I have some room. Then I'm going to clamp it. And it's awkward to do it on camera where you can see. So there we have that tag, and we could add this tag in there. This might be too big. It looks like it is. It looks like I need to make a little extra room there. Well, it's too wide. Let's trim it down and we'll make it work. There we go. So there you have another little pocket tag. So those are the 3 pocket tags. And you know, that didn't take hardly any time, maybe about 20 minutes to make those, or probably not even that long because we talked about the other stuff. Then I had a tag, and I talked about earlier that I wanted to say, you know, to try new things, to make things your own, you're going to have to try a lot of different things. I said in an earlier video, I think of Julia Child, and she talked about how you're alone in the kitchen. So I always tell myself I'm alone in the craft room. Nobody knows that I'm crafting, you know, what I'm doing. So if I make a mistake, I can fix it. Now I wanted to see if this is going to be clear. Hold on just a second. I'm going to stop this for just a second. I'm going to see if I need to cut this down. Okay, I'm back. What I did was I pulled the backing a little bit and just checked there's not a white border like on that other one, so I just wanted to check that. But anyway, so back to Julia Childs. You're alone in the craft room. If you make a mistake, you can fix it, especially with junk journals. Just say it's part of the journal. So I had made this tag a long time ago. I thought it would be neat to have kind of like a secret journaling spot. So I noticed when I was getting ready to that there's a little spot on there. In fact, actually now there's two. So I thought, well, I need to cover that up. So that's where the idea of the rub-on came on. And I'm just going to place that there. And we're going to have a beautiful rub-on and a beautiful tag. So I'm going to take this off, take the backing off. And then now I'm just going to I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just going to place it strategically where that rose covers up, oops, it's not straight, covers up that little bobble that I have. In fact, I wanted to get it over more in the center. That looks more in the center, don't you think? Okay, then we're going to just press it down, and then we burnish it with our craft stick. And I have a beautiful, well, I can't seem to get the edge. Well, hold on. We got technical difficulties here with filming. Let's see, let's start up at the top and see if that's gonna come off. And yes, okay, yes. So see, it comes off relatively easy. I'm making it look harder than it is. And then there we have that pretty tag. So that was a little bonus tag. And then when I was making the tags, I got to thinking about, well, a little booklet would be fun. And so I like to make these little inserts, that's what I call them. And then it's just a little file folder that I'm going to add some paper to. So I was going to add the ribbon crimp on the side, and you could tie it together with a bow, and then you tie it together to keep it closed. So let's go here. And what I did was I like to use the metal prong fasteners. So before we started filming, I put this on there and marked where I wanted my holes to go. And then we're just gonna use my crocodile here, and you'll see how easy it is to make a little booklet using I love these metal prong fasteners. It's one of my signature items. I think I have them in every journal that I've ever made, but it's a great way to hold pages. And I hope I've been on camera. I apologize. And then let's see, let's take these off. And then you just put this is called a compressor. You just put the compressor on there, and you're good to go. So now we have a booklet. Oh, I forgot to say on the front, when I was prepping for this tutorial, on the front, I used just some of the sticky backed velvet, and then I used a ribbon twist paper, and then that's just a digital. So now we have a little booklet, and you could embellish this in a lot of ways. I would probably put a little rhinestones on there or something. But I thought about doing a closure with a ribbon crimp and some ribbon. And since the other things were closures with those, I thought we'd just see if this would work. So when I was thinking about how to do it, I wanted to put it on the back so the ribbon will come along the back, and then you can tie it in the front. So that let's see if this is gonna pan out. I just added the ribbon through this ribbon crimp, and I'll just pull a little bit more just in case I need it. And then let's add our glossy accents to the ribbon crimp. And I'm going to put it down here kind of near the bottom, so right along there. And then I'm just going to clamp it and clamp it. And then let's see about how much more. What I did was slice this ribbon very thin, and then I'm going to put it through the ribbon crimp and pull it so you can see. It's really pretty easy, but I'm going to get it over here ready to go. I'm going to get the back of my ribbon on the back here. I want to get it straight. In fact, you could glue that down if you wanted. And then now I'm just going to tighten up the ribbon crimp over here to the side. And let's see if we can get that on there. And then we'll tighten the ribbon through it. And we'll see if we like it. Again, if we don't like it, we're in the craft room by ourselves. And oops, see, this thing sticks. It goes really pretty fast. Okay, so there's the little booklet, and then we'll close it with the ribbon. I cut off way too much ribbon, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it over here on the side, and then I'm going to slip it under this ribbon twist paper, and I just think that looks better. And then it looks like I need to tighten it up on the back here, so I'm just going to pull this through and make it tight. Like I say, you could glue that down, and then I'm going to pull this. I'm not sure which ribbon it is. Let's see. I'm going to pull that. I think it's this top one. It's this one. Okay. It's this one. So I'm just going to pull that off to the side. There we go. And then we're going to, let's see if we can make a bow. Or maybe just a knot. I'll try a bow. I'm kind of bow challenged. I'm going to get it under that ribbon twist paper and off to the side here. Okay, and then we have a little, I'm probably not going to be able to do it on camera. I know there's a way people do it, and it always looks so easy, and I just struggle. There we go. And then we'll, make it smaller and prettier. And then we'll cut off some of that ribbon. And then there is our little, another tip that I have when I use this ribbon twist paper, or even a lot of times collaging, I don't always glue right to the edge. So if you do want to slip something under something or make a change, it's easier if it's not glued all the way to the edge. Okay, so that's it for today. I know we need to get going because I want to be respectful of your time. I just want to show you the tags. These are the 4 items that we made today. Let's see if I can get them in here. These 3 tags, and then I made this little rub-on, and then we made the booklet. So we did that, and then we had our inspiration tags, and that, again, my inspiration came from Heather at Ruby and Pearl. So that's all I have for you today. I thought maybe I would list these in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested in purchasing the set of, I believe it's 8 items. I will have it listed in my Etsy shop. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate your time, I really do. I would appreciate it if you liked this video, if you'd hit the like button. That helps get my videos out there and seen by others. And if you would leave me a comment, I would appreciate it. I really look at the comments, and they encourage me usually so much, because usually y'all have been so kind with what you've told me. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.